Hi, good evening, and a warm welcome to all the participants in today's webinar. We'll just wait for a couple of minutes to allow everyone to join and settle down, and then we'll get started. I'll take a quick moment to check on the live stream because many of you would want to have the recording of today's session, and for that, it is important that we ensure that the live stream is working. And it seems like there's some issue with the live stream. So quickly have a look. All right, perfect. So it has started. So let's begin. Let's proceed ahead. So the agenda or the topic for today's discussion is how to create a digital catalog for your export business, and I'm going to guide you through a live walkthrough wherein I'll take you through the entire process. But before that, we'll try to build some level of understanding about what is a digital catalog, what is an online store, because otherwise you'll not be able to relate to it. But before that, a very important point that I often discuss in my webinar, and that is also very important and crucial because otherwise, if you have a question, if you have a query, you'll not know how to get a response from me because it is not a typical Zoom meeting format wherein you can just unmute yourself and you can ask your question. This is where you have to use a tool which is called Q&A. So if you look down below in the toolbar, that's where you'll find a option called Q&A. You have to use that option to ask a question, and I will keep the Q&A panel open on the other monitor. So if there's anything which I can respond immediately or I can include that in my presentation, I will try to do that. But if it is not possible to answer that, then I will take up that question towards the end of the session where we break into the question answer round. So that is how we are going to conduct today's session. So for questions, please use Q&A. There's also a chat option available, which I will also be using to seek your opinion, seek your feedbacks, etc. And you can also use chat to connect and network with other wonderful business owners who are joining us here today. So you can let them know what is your organization, what product or services you offer, and your contact detail. And if you have a website, include that. And God knows you may be able to find a buyer or supplier in today's session, right? So use this opportunity. Perfect. So this is where I think I've done enough talking, and let's begin. Let's get started with today's session. I can see there's a participant who has raised their hand. So I would request, I think Mr. Shiv Shankar has raised his hand, or he's using the raise hand option. So Shiv Shankar ji, if you have a question, please add that in the Q&A so that I can review and I can answer that. Thank you very much. Now let's proceed ahead. I'm going to start sharing my screen and we will begin today's session. And I can see there are a few participants who have just joined. So let me welcome them as well. So good evening and a warm welcome to all of you in today's webinar. And this is where I'm starting the screen share and then we'll proceed ahead. So in next few moments, you'll start seeing my screen. And I will really appreciate if someone from the audience can confirm that you're able to see the screen. You can do that by typing yes in the chat, and I have the chat panel on open on the other monitor. So I'll be able to see your response. So thank you, Sumit, for confirming. And if there are others also who are confirming. So thank you, everyone. So perfect. Let's begin. Let's get started. What you're seeing on your screen are few examples of digital catalog, online store, and I may be using digital catalog and online store, the two terms interchangeably, but they all refer to the same thing. All right. So why am I showing you? Why am I starting the presentation? Because typically when webinar starts or a presenter starts, they typically give you a presentation and then a little bit of live walkthrough. But I'm straight away taking you to different examples which are there. The purpose is to help you understand what is a digital catalog, and then I will take you through the entire journey, because otherwise you'll not be able to relate to like the end, what is the end objective, what are we trying to create. You'll not be able to visualize that because it is not a physical thing. If I've given you an example, or the objective was to create a physical thing, then all of us can relate to it. If our objective was to create a car, all of us are able to imagine that. But when it comes to anything digital, it is not possible. Other than people who are in the digital and technology industry, they may be able to visualize, but it is not possible for anyone and everyone. So what we are trying to do today, or we will be doing today, is to learn to create something like this. Not exactly what you're seeing on the screen, and I'll also be taking you through various flavors, etc. But this is what we are trying to learn to create. That is the objective for today's webinar. Hope that is clear. So we are looking at a number of tabs. You can see there are a lot of tabs, and I have divided them into different browser tabs category. And these are various examples. These are various flavors of online stores or digital catalogs that you can create on the online store. Now, let's start with something which we are very familiar. We'll come back to this one, but let's start with something that we are all very familiar with, and that is online shopping. So this is one type of digital catalog that you can create. So this is where if you want to export to retail customers. So for example, this another example that we have here, this is a natural beauty products brand or business, and they retail to, or they do business with domestic customers as well as international customers, right? Now, for international customers, it is quite easy. They can simply come to their website, review their products, and whichever product is of liking, they simply purchase that. I think my internet is a little slow, so that is why it is taking time. So this is one flavor. We have few more examples also available here. This is one example, is another example. This is an example from the fashion or the garment space. So if you have this kind of requirement, uh, this type of online store can be created on the platform. Now, I can imagine many of you or most of you will be from B2B business, and whatever I was explaining to you must be looking very, very irrelevant. So let's look at an example from a B2B business. So this is a B2B business, and just looking at the visuals, you can also understand and agree that this is a hardcore B2B business. So in this case, other than the previous example which I showed you, wherein a customer, a retail customer can come and they can buy for themselves in retail quantity, in small quantities, right? Whereas in this case, the interaction is different because it is a B2B business, and a B2B professional buyer will be coming, and obviously they will not be buying this product. This is a fairly expensive product, so it is highly unlikely that they are going to buy it, right? So in that case, what will happen? The interaction here you can see is different. This is where a prospective international buyer will be sending an inquiry. They'll be expressing their interest that we are interested to import this ground roller, 2-ton hydrostatic tandem cricket stadium ground roller. So we are interested in importing this particular product, and then the supplier will connect with them, understand their requirement, and take it forward, right? So this is where if you are a B2B seller and you must be feeling a little alienated when we showed the B2C example, then that was just something that we are all familiar with because almost everyone every day does online shopping. So that's why I started with a familiar ground, but this is a capability. If you are into B2B business, you can leverage. This is another example of a business that is into contract manufacturing of matches. This is a business that is into export of tools which are used for diamond cutting. This is another business that is into leather product. This is another business that is into engineering products. So these are different flavors I thought of showing you. Now, we have seen one type of interaction wherein a customer can come, a retail customer in smaller quantities, they can come and they can buy the product, right? That is one type of interaction that we have seen. We have seen other type of interaction where a B2B buyer is coming and they are expressing, they are giving you their interest that we are interested, right? These are two types of interactions we have seen. There's a third type of interaction that is also possible, wherein you can cater to both type of audience. So at one end, you're catering to the B2B or the bulk audience, and at the other end, you're catering to the retail audience, and that is also possible on the platform. This is one example. Uh, Here you can see the interaction is little different. This is where you have send inquiry and add to cart. So a retail customer can come and they can use the add to cart option and they can place the order, whereas a bulk customer or B2B customer can come and very conveniently they can send you an inquiry, right? So these are different flavors or different types of online store. Why am I showing them to you? Because I want you to understand the possibilities which are there. There are many more features which are available related to B2B. I'm not going to take up your valuable time there. I think these features are relevant if you want to uh, export in retail quantities, or if you want to do a retail export, that is possible. If you want to do the B2B export, the conventional one, that is possible. And if you want to do both the things, that is also possible. Now, before we move ahead and we start discussing the entire process of creating a digital catalog for your export business, let's also look at few examples. And these were the examples that we were looking at earlier when I started the screen share. And these examples are for a particular type of exporters. Those are merchant exporter, because this happens to be a very common question in most of my webinars wherever we are talking about online store or digital catalog or Indian business portal. A lot of participants who happen to be merchant exporters, they routinely ask this question that we are merchant exporters, and if we have to create an online store, do we create a online store? Do we create a digital catalog for each category that we deal in, or we can put all of that together into one digital catalog? The answer is you have to put all that together, combine all that together into one digital catalog. And this is one example that we are looking at. They are a merchant exporter, and just looking at the visuals, you can imagine they deal in very diverse categories, and all the categories are captured in one digital catalog. This is where they deal in iron, steel, aluminum, and agri products as well. There's another example of a business that is also a merchant exporter. They are majorly into agri and agri related, like spices, etc. This is another merchant exporters digital catalog that we are looking at. Now, in case you're getting confused, why am I showing so many examples of merchant exporters? Because it happens to be a routine question, and I can imagine there may be merchant exporters in the audience and they may be having this question. So that's why I'm just trying to answer that. And the question is, should we create different stores for different categories? You don't have to create different digital catalogs or different online store for different categories. All that will come together into one single digital catalog. All right. There's another example. They are again dealing in diverse categories. So all the diverse categories come together onto one online store. All right. So I hope that answers that regular question. Now I'm going to switch my browser tab and I am going to take you to another browser tab. I think this one. Let's continue from here only. Let me quickly refresh it or reload it. So this is Indian Business Portal, and from here we are going to commence our journey of creating an online store. But why have I brought you here? Because otherwise I could have started the journey from exactly the screen from where you will start inputting your information. I brought you here because this is also one of your objectives. One objective is obviously to create a digital catalog for your business. That is your own personal online presence. In simple words, that is your personal website that you are creating on the platform. The second objective that you must have is to list on Indian Business Portal, because this is a platform which is created to promote Indian export, and Indian exporters are coming here showcasing their products and their offerings. And the platform is promoted by FIO, which is Federation of All India Exports Organization, which is a premier export promotion body by the government of India. And this is a great opportunity for you to expand your visibility and grow your export business. So you must be here, and the objective of listing here is also achieved by creating the digital catalog. All right, so let's proceed ahead to understand how are you going to create the digital catalog. So the very first step is obviously to come to Indian Business Portal. And while you are here, you have to click on this option which says register as Indian exporter. I'm going to repeat the steps once again. So you have to come to Indian Business Portal. The URL is indianbusinessportal.in. Very simple. And once you are here, you will see an option which says sell on Indian Business Portal. You'll see a visual which says sell on Indian Business Portal, register as Indian exporter. You have to click on that. You can click anywhere and it will open another page. On this page, I think, just give me a quick second to change my internet band. Yeah. The speed is a little slow, so please bear with me on that. So we have clicked on register as Indian exporter, which has opened this page. On this page, we have to click on create your catalog. You can click on any of the button. You can click here, you can click there. And on this page, you have to input your name. So I'm going to add hypothetical detail because I would like to walk you through the entire journey. So I'm going to quickly add hypothetical details, and I'm going to certainly delete this account also. I'm going to just note down the email for my record. All right, so what have we done so far? We went to Indian Business Portal, we clicked on register as Indian exporter, and then we clicked on the next page, we clicked on create your catalog. And then on the next page, we have entered our name, email ID, created a password, and now we are clicking on agree and continue, which will take us to the next page. On this page, you have to input your mobile number and then click on send code, which will send an OTP on your mobile number. And you have to just input the OTP to verify, and then we'll move ahead to the next step. I'm just waiting for the OTP to come. Let me try a different number. It seems there's a network connectivity issue. So I've inputted or typed in the OTP. After that, in the next screen, you have to input your GST number and verify it. We are creating a hypothetical account just for demonstration purpose, so we'll skip this step. But you must do this step. You must not skip this step, because if you're not doing the GST verification, you'll not be able to publish your online store. You'll not be able to make your online store, your digital catalog, you'll not be able to make it public. It will remain hidden. It will always appear as under construction unless you are doing a GST verification. So it is a very important, very crucial step. You should not miss it. But for a demonstration purpose, I'm going to skip it, and we will continue to the next step. In this step, we have to input the company name. So I'm just adding a hypothetical name, Sunshine Export. And then we have to select the legal entity type, and then we have to input the location. Right? So rest of the details like country, state, city, all that will get pre-populated. Now we have to click on next step. Now, so far, I don't think any of the step is confusing. It is very simple and easy. In the next screen, you have to select the industry, which is also written on the screen. But how would you do that? Because this is a fairly long list. So there are two options which are available to you. The first one is you have to type in the industry name, and which is something which I would also recommend that you should do. That is just simply type the industry name. So, for example, fashion apparels. So this is where you can see fashion apparels and accessories is the industry. I can select that very conveniently and move on. The other option that you have is, and which I would not recommend, but you can also go through the category list, the drop downs, you can click on them and expand and then select that. I would not recommend because this is a more convenient thing for you to do. So fashion apparel and accessories. We have selected that, and then we are moving to the next screen. On the next screen, you will see there are a number of business operations which are described. Now, this is a multi-select field, so you can select more than one option. So, for example, if I'm a manufacturer and I am a wholesaler as well, and a retailer as well. So I can select multiple options. And if I'm an exporter, I can select that as well. Or if I'm a manufacturer and exporter, so I will select only these options. So whichever options are relevant to you, you should select them and then you should click on next. In case you have accidentally missed out selecting any of the fields which were there, those can be updated later as well from your business profile. It will bring you to this screen. You have to basically skip this step, and it will directly take you to the control panel. This is the control panel. We have to just wait for it to get loaded because the slow speed, it is taking few more seconds to load up. So we have to, once we have completed the, the business operation selection, then immediately the page will reload and it will take you here because there are a few overlays, etc., that will load up. So it may take a few seconds to load up. So this is the page. Now here you will see there is an overlay which has few questions that we have to answer. What is the main purpose? Whether we are looking for catering to B2B audience, B2C audience, or we want to receive leads. We can select an appropriate option. How many products or services you would you like to showcase, and do you have the minimum order quantity requirements? Yes or no. You can select that, and then you can click on next, which will bring you to the next screen or next pop-up. And this will also load up fairly quickly on your store, but because of the slow internet speed, it is taking a little longer on my device. So on the screen, you have to basically select different design options which are available. So as they're loading up, you will see there are different design options which are available, and you have to select one of them as per your liking. And in case you don't like it, you can easily change it later. So if you're selecting this one and for some reason you don't like it, you can easily change it at a later time. You'll hardly take few seconds to change from one design template to another design template. That is a very simple and easy process, but there are few confusions or misconceptions that we have observed people have. So I'll try to answer that, or I would try to clarify those myths. The first myth or misconception that we have seen that people sometimes develop is that if you have selected a particular theme, you can't change it, which I've already answered. Yes, that is absolutely wrong. You'll be able to change the design template whenever you want. Technically, it will hardly take a few seconds, but realistically, it will take more time because you have to resize the banner, you have to apply or make modifications in the color scheme. But technically, you will be able to move from one design template to another design template in matter of seconds. That is first misconception. The second misconception is around the visuals. So, for example, we are looking at these visuals and which has visuals of cosmetic product. Now, what sometimes people perceive or imagine is that this particular design template can be used only by businesses that are dealing into cosmetics. So if you are not dealing in cosmetics, you can't use this template, which is also absolutely wrong because any template can be used by any business. So please don't think that if I'm not dealing in cosmetics or if I'm not dealing in electronics, I can't use these templates. Any template can be used by any business. The visuals that we add here or the images that we add here, they are only for example purpose so that you don't get confused and you are able to create a visual impression that how it will appear. And if we use same product, then it will look very monotonous. So that's why we use different products to visualize or explain different design templates, but don't get confused with that. The third question is, how do I choose a design template? And which is a very, very nice question because I think all of us have this problem that how do you choose a design template? At this moment, you can see the images are not loaded up, but when you'll be doing or when we'll be going through this process, the images will be perfectly loaded up and you may get confused like everything is looking so nice, so beautiful. How do I choose which one is better or which design template will showcase my business in a better way? How do I make that choice? How do I decide on that? Now, there is a process that you can follow. I will suggest if you have that problem, if you have that confusion, then you should select or follow that process. The process is at this stage, you have to just select whichever theme is looking nice and then move ahead, complete this journey. And after that, go to the theme section. After uploading few products, go to the theme section, apply a particular theme, go to the website, see how that theme is showcasing your product, and then go to the next theme, see, again, go back to the website after applying the theme and Hi everyone. I am so sorry I lost connectivity. I was mentioning to you that I was experiencing bad connectivity today, and it actually caused. Let me just minimize it. So it actually caused Zoom to lose connection. And it was only for a few moments, but then I have to restart the Zoom and then connect back. It took me some time to join back again. Apologies for that. Now, coming back to the stage where we were, we had gone through few of the steps in the online store creation journey, and we were on this stage wherein we had to select a design template. So let's quickly do that. I will select one of the template called Destiny. I'm doing that on purpose because I have banners created for that particular template. So I'm going to select that, and we will then move to the next step. I think because this overlay hasn't loaded up properly, so that is why it is not allowing me to select. Let me select something which is loaded. That is also not working. Let's try to reload the page. Try to go back. So let's go through the journey once again. So once you have selected the business operations type, it will bring you to this screen. This is where there are three simple questions that you have to answer. Once you have done that, you have to click on next, which will take you to that screen where we were, where you will be shown a number of design options, a number of design templates, and you have to choose one design template and then move ahead. So any design template of your liking, you would select. I will just select this one, and then you have to move to the next step, which will automatically happen once you have selected the design template. Let's wait for the page to load up. Let's select this one because it is loaded. So hopefully we should be able to move to the next stage. Yeah, thankfully we were able to move to the next screen. This is where you have store information and store URL. So store information basically has the store name, the name of the store, and it is typically the name of your business. And that's already written there. So this is where you can see the name of the business is already written there. But if you want to make any changes to it, if you have done a typing mistake, you can modify that. And sometimes businesses want to create the online store in the name of their brand. That is also possible. You can edit the name and input your brand name. That is also possible. But in most cases, it will be the name of your business. All right. So that is the store name, the first input field, which already is pre-filled for you. You have to just review it and you will move to the next field. There are only two fields in the screen. The second field is for the store URL. Firstly, what is the URL? So URL is something that we type to open a website. So for example, if I have to open Google, what do I type? I type google.com. Similarly, If you have to open Indian Business Portal, you type indianbusinessportal.in. Likewise, tomorrow, if someone has to open your website, what should they be typing? That is what we are specifying here. So the business name is Sunshine Export. That's what we have to type here. And it will be sunshineexport.linker.store. Now, this is where sometime audience get a little curious with this. And there are a few common questions which get asked. So I'll try to answer them so that when you are going through this journey, you don't have those questions. The first question is that can we use our domain? If we have a domain name, can we use that? And the answer is absolutely yes, you'll be able to do that. And there is a dedicated journey or a process that we have created, but it is little technical. I'll not say that it is very technical, it is rocket science, and you'll not be able to do it yourself. You'll certainly be able to do it yourself, but I have seen that certain people or certain individuals feel it little technical. So in that case, you can reach out to our help desk and our team will help you out in taking the store live on your domain, just to help you understand what am I saying or what I'm referring to. So this is an example. This is a online store or a digital catalog that I showed you earlier. So this is where you can see they have taken it live on their own domain. So worldclasstraders.in, if you're typing, you'll be able to open this website. But it is not mandatory, it is not necessary. For example, this business, which is Bhavi Apex Industries, they're using Bhavi Apex Industries.linker.store. So it is entirely your decision, your choice. If you would want to take it live on your own domain, you can do that. If you would want to continue to use linker.store, again, your choice. We are not influencing that decision. So we have specified the URL, and now we have to just click on create store, and that will take us to the next screen. Let's close this overlay. So we are on the screen, and here you'll see there's a bubble which says store setup. Let's click on that, and you will notice there were 4 steps, and out of the 4 steps, we have done already 3 steps. There is only one step more that we have to work on. So this one step is to create your catalog, to upload your product. And I will just click on that, and we will straight away go to the product upload interface. This is the product upload interface. Now, curiously, sometimes people have asked me that we already have the product information available with us. We sell on different marketplaces. So can we upload that in bulk? Because if we are uploading like this, the way you are showing, it will take us a very long time because we have thousands of products. Yes, the bulk upload process is available, and we have a detailed tutorial video also available about how you can upload your products in bulk. And I will share the link of that video as well with you. So let's begin. Let's understand. And because the product upload process is explained in detail in the video, and we don't have a lot of time because product upload is a subject in itself. If we start discussing each of the field, it will require few hours, and we have just 20 minutes left in the session. And I also want to spare some time for the question answers. So let's quickly go through the fields. The first field that we are seeing here is select category. So we are, let's say, uploading a fashion product. So I'll select fashion apparel, fashion, not fashion accessories. It is fashion apparel. Where do we have here? Here we have fashion apparel and accessories. And we are uploading, let's say, a shirt. So men's shirt, we have selected that. So this is important. This step is important because if you're not doing it diligently, then you may end up listing your product at the wrong place. So if I quickly take you to Indian Business Portal, here you'll see there are a lot of categories and subcategories, right? Now, imagine, let's take a common example or a more generic example. So we are here on Indian Business Portal, and here imagine that you are a exporter that exports honey. Now, as a honey exporter, it is almost your duty to ensure that your products are listed in the honey category. Because if an international buyer is coming, they are going to click here, or they will search honey, or they will click here. Either two things they will do, or sometime directly from the search engine, they will be landing on the honey page, honey category page. They'll be landing. If you are not here, you are a honey exporter, but you are not here, your products are not here, they are listed somewhere else. In that case, what will happen? You will miss out on that opportunity. You have the right product, you have the right price, but still you are missing out because you are not at the right place. It is equally important to be at the right place at the right time with the right pricing or right information. So that is a big loss to your business that you can do by not doing it diligently. So that's why I always advise that do it diligently. And in case you're confused, if you're not able to find the right category, reach out to our help desk. You can reach out to myself as well, and we will be more than happy to guide and assist you. All right. So that is the first step. And then we have GI product. So if you're dealing in a GI product, geographic indication, these are the specialty products that we have from different locations. If you're dealing in a GI product, then only you have to turn this on. Otherwise, you can just leave it. Don't touch it. Now, obviously, I can imagine you must be curious to understand what is a GI product. So here you can see on Indian Business Portal, GI products have a special place, and I'm going to click on GI product, and you will notice it will take us to the GI product page. Again, slow internet speed, so bear with me. So these are products which are highlighted on Indian Business Portal. They carry a special emblem, and I think it is going to take a lot of time. So let me see if I can show that on the homepage itself. No, I think on the homepage also it is not loaded up. So no, we can see. So this is where you can see uh, dry chilies, and here we have the GI emblem, and they have special pages also on Indian Business Portal. So each product, each GI product is highlighted. I will just try to open and show this product, the green chilies one. And again, I think we'll have to wait for a few seconds for the page to load up. In the meantime, let's go back and let's go through. So if you are a GI product seller, in that case, you have to turn this button on, and then you have to select the category, and then you have to select the responding subcategory. For example, Kashmiri saffron, and then you have to also upload the GI certificate from here. So from here, you'll be uploading the GI certificate. So if it is a Kashmiri, or we have basmati rice from Bareilly, and select that, and then you have to select the GI certificate. So uploading GI certificate is mandatory. Without uploading GI certificate, you'll not be able to specify your product or call it a GI product. It will not have that place on Indian Business Portal. So it is important that you do upload the GI certificate. Otherwise, it will not be showcased as a GI product. That is mandatory because we are uploading a hypothetical product. So I'll turn it off. Then you have brand. If you're dealing in a branded item or the product is from a popular brand, in that case, you can click on brand and type in the brand name to add the brand name. You have to click on the add brand, type in the brand name and upload the logo. For example, the brand name is Adidas. So you have to type Adidas and upload the logo and then click on save. And that's how you'll be able to upload the brand. And then we have the product name. So this is the name of the product. So it is a so I've typed a product name. If you would want to list the products on Global Income Marketplace, then you can select the category from here. So you have to just type shirt. And here it has started appearing. So ours is a men's shirt. So let's look for men's shirt. And we have the category. So you can select it like this. The HS code is populated based on the category that we have selected. If it is inaccurate, then you can make change to it. accept order or accept inquiry. So if you are selecting accept order, then you will have this kind of experience wherein people can come and they can place an order. Wherein if you want to have inquiry, so in that case, you have to select the inquiry option. Now, what if you want to have both? So in that case, you have to select both the options, right? This is only for inquiry. Now, with inquiry, you also get an option of do not show price. So if you remember, or let me just show you, here you can see for this ground roller, you are seeing price on request. The price is not displayed. So if you want to hide the price and ensure that you are ticking here, this is what I'm referring to. Let me highlight that. You have to tick this. You have to ensure that it is ticked. Only then the prices will be hidden. Otherwise, they'll be visible. All right. And selling price is mandatory, whether it is accept order or accept inquiry. For today's demonstration, I'll select both the options and we will add a hypothetical price. B2B discount price is something that you can ignore. Unit is mandatory, so you have to select. So it is unit. So this is 1,000 rupees per unit. Then we have the summary description. So let me quickly uh, take out the summary description. Just give me a quick second. To do that, I had accidentally closed that when the internet connectivity went away. So I'll just quickly open it. Just give me a few seconds. I had pre-created the content so that we don't have to write something hypothetical only. All right, just a quick second. So this is, as the name suggests, it is a summary description. So this is where we have to briefly describe the product. So a paragraph followed by bullet points of the features, specifications, benefit of the product. That is something that you should do if you are on a premium plan, or I would recommend you should upgrade to premium plan that will allow you to use the AI, embedded AI, and that will help create this content or create good quality content seamless. Then we have stock, which I don't think needs elaboration. Threshold is basically reorder level. So with each order, and this is again relevant to the businesses that are wanting to have the online shopping feature on their website, on their digital catalog. So whenever a customer will come and they will place an order, obviously this stock will go down. And whenever it will reach the threshold level, the system will automatically send you a update that this product has reached the threshold, and then you can take the required action. Then you have minimum order quantity, minimum inquiry quantity. Default is 0, but if you want to, default is 1. But if you want to make any changes, you can do that. Fulfillment capacity, how many units you can fulfill. I'm adding a value here, and then I have to select the country of origin. So I will select that very quickly. Then product labels and tags are promotional tool because of the paucity of time. I'll not be able to elaborate on that, but I've explained them in the video, in the tutorial video. So you can refer to the tutorial video and understand them better. Product condition, new, used, refurbished. Visibility, please select B2C or both. Don't select B2B. A lot of B2B sellers, because they are B2B sellers and this looks relevant to them, they simply select the B2B option. You should not be doing that, because otherwise what will happen, you will upload the product, they'll not be visible on the front end. This is a controlled visibility. So B2B means a controlled visibility, wherein the product is not visible to general public, but only to the individuals whom you have granted the access, right? So this is like a visibility, an exclusive visibility to the product. So general public can't see it, but if you have granted me access, then Adnan can see the product. So that is a control visibility. You can only use that with this premium feature called supply chain. So if you're not using supply chain, or if your intent is not to make the products exclusive, then you should not be selecting B2B. All right. Now we have the additional information. So we have given the title, and let's add the description. I will just copy it from what I had created earlier. And again, we'll have to do a little bit of formatting. Let's quickly do that. So here we have the titles. All right, so we have added the long description. Then we have weight, which is optional if you want to charge a delivery fee from the customer. So in that case, this is optional. This is relevant. Otherwise, it is not relevant. Then we have a variant. So variant is basically one product available in different sizes. So we are uploading a shirt. So a shirt can be available in different sizes like small, medium, large, extra large. So let's add variants. Many of you may not have products with variants, but I'm just showing the process to you so that in case any one of you has a requirement, you at least understand the process. So we have the attribute name, and on the attribute name is going to be size. That is the basis variation. So we have a different size options. So how are the difference? So small is different from large. How is it different? Because it is the same t-shirt or same shirt, basis of size. So that is the basis of variation that we have to input there. We have done that. And then we have value. So for example, we have small, and you can see I've typed small or typed S there. Now I'll press comma. I will type M. And now I will again press comma on my keyboard, and you will notice that the system has accepted it. Let's add one more large, and I've typed L, and again pressing comma. So you have to type the comma after adding the value, type the comma, and system will accept it. Once it accepts it, this is where you'll see the rows starts appearing: small, medium, large. Three rows have been added. And if we had separate images for each of the variants, so for example, instead of being a size variant, we had color variant, red, black, blue. So in that case, we can upload separate images also from here. Price can also be different. So if the medium is, let's say, 200 rupees, 100 rupees expensive, and large is 500 rupees expensive, we can add different prices also. And for each variant, we can specify the stock. The last input field is SEO information, which is meta title and description. I've also created that. So this is used for search engine optimization and for ensuring proper indexing of your product, and then they are appearing in the relevant results. And plus, this is also displayed on the search pages. So whenever you're searching for something, the heading in the blue is the meta title, and the text that you see below, that is the meta description. So please do add it cautiously. And it is better that you use an AI tool instead, unless you are a SEO expert. Otherwise, I would not advise you to create it. Just simply use an AI tool, and you'll be able to create it for all your products in a matter of minutes. So we have added all the information except images. So let's quickly upload the images as well. So I'm going to click on the image placeholder, which will reveal this pencil shaped icons. I have to click on that, and it will now take me to the image manager. Here I will use the product images folder. Always upload the images in folders. We have already created certain folders for you, but if you are uh, wanting to create more, you can certainly do that. I am going to quickly, sorry. I have the product images. There's too many folders. So here I have the four images. I've selected all four of them, and all four of them are getting uploaded onto the image manager. So here they are uploaded. Let's select and specify to the system which should be the first one, which should be the second one. So we have selected that. Now, again, the same thing. We have to click on the image placeholder. Again, the pencil shape icon. Now, we don't have to upload it. It is already there on the image manager. Now, we have to just select which in which sort order it should be displayed. So we have selected the cover image and the second image. Let's select this one as the third image, and the last zoomed in one will be the third image. So fourth image. So we have one, two, three, four. Total six images can be uploaded, and the recommended dimensions are written here. Let me highlight that. Here you can see 800 pixel by 1000 pixel is the recommended dimension, and the maximum size is 2 MB per image. But that is also on the higher side, because imagine if you're uploading 12 images and each image is 2 MB, that will come to 12 MB plus the code itself. So that will make the website load slow unless the person is on a high speed internet, but that can sometime be tricky. You can see, I am struggling despite the fact that I am on a high-speed internet connection. So that is where it is not advisable to upload very high resolution or heavy images. Try to achieve whatever is the lowest size that you can achieve without compromising or making the image blurry, whatever is the lowest you can achieve. Ideally, it should be below 1 MB per image. That should be your target. Don't get overly fascinated, because I have interacted with individuals who were like overly fascinated. They had this imagination that if you are uploading very high resolution, very heavy images, customers will get super impressed by the quality and they will be prompted or inclined to buy. But that is almost suicidal, because you're making the website so terribly slow that the person will not be able to see your wonderful high resolution images. So that is where try to help the customer. They want to see the product, and a decent size image, if it is in, let's say, 800 by 1000 or 1600 by 2000 or 1500 by 1500, if it is a square image, that will work. Even if it is few hundred KB, that will be able to impress the customer. All right. So you have loaded the product. Now, what next? The next is we have to click on this home shaped icon, and it will bring us here. Here, you will see this overlay. Let's close that. And here you will see, sorry. Uh, Here you will see a button which will say publish. Why it is not visible here? Because I haven't done the GST verification. That is why I'm not seeing that option. But in your case, once you have done the GST verification, you will see that option here. So you have to publish your store. But other than that, what are the other steps? So you have to upload the remaining products. So you can go to the product management interface by clicking on catalog and clicking on product. That will take you or bring you to the product management interface. If you have a few products, let's say you have less than 10 products, then you can use the add product feature, which is available here. If you have more than 10 products, then I would strongly recommend that you should not be uploading products manually, one product at a time. That is a absolute waste of your valuable time. So you should be using the bulk upload process. So for that, you have to just click on this down pointing arrow and then select import product XLS CSV, which will take you to another page from where you can download the import format and you can start uploading. And we have added a tutorial video also here. You can see a tutorial video is available here, using which you will be able to understand the process and work on the upload. All right, so that is the immediate next step. Once you have done the product upload, the next action that you have to take is to work on navigation. So you have to go to not store settings, you have to go to my store in the left navigation, and then you have to click on add navigation. Navigations are basically menu items or these options that we have on the website. So through this, they can see the various product, or they can access the various business information pages that we have on the website. So that is how you have to do it. You have to come to navigation, and then you have to click on add menu item. To add a menu item, so for example, I want to upload, create a link for our products. So I have to type that. Now I can select products by category, or I can select it by brand product, but one of only one option. Any one option has to be selected. So I'll select product manually, and then I will click on save. You can create multiple layers here, multiple levels here. So if I show you an example, this store has a very elaborate navigation. So for example, sportswear is level 1. Then you have men's, women, boy and girl, that is level 2. Then t-shirt is level 3. And if we expand it, like round neck, collar, etc. These are level 4. So you can create up to 4 level 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 levels of categorization can be done, but we have just one level. So we'll select one. Now here, you may have noticed that I have selected products, which is selected by default, but you can also create it for a page. You can create it for a blog, or if you want to show a testimonial, you can do that. Or if you want to add an external link, or you want to just create a placeholder where people can't click, but it opens a drop down, that can also be done. All right. So let's click on update and then click on update navigation. That will set up the navigation. Again, we have embedded the tutorial here. So if you want to understand this process, you can review the tutorial. Then go to pages, and that is where you'll see there are a number of policy pages. You have to review and enable them. Even if you are doing B2B business, terms and condition and privacy policy is relevant to you and it is required to be there on your website. So you have to just review the content. We have already provided the content to you, but you have to review it. And in case you want to get it reviewed by a legal expert, you can do that. You can just copy the content into a Word document and share it with them. And once you are satisfied and updated the document, just turn the status on and click on save. I strongly recommend that because this is your business. So don't just blindly accept or input anything that we have added, although we have added a standard business information here. But again, it is your business at the end of the day. So you should review all these policy pages. Now, if you are doing checkout wherein people can come and they can do online shopping on your website, in that case, all these 4 pages should be there on your website. If you're not allowing that, then only the top 2 are relevant. All right. So that is over the pages. Now here you should also create a page for your business, like about us. So you type in about us and then add the information here and then click on save or company profile, etc. In created, you can also add a visual, you can add a video. So all those options are there for you to use. Now, once you are done, then you have to go to the theme section. I've clicked on theme. This is the theme section. Here you will see the theme that you had selected. You have to click on actions and then you have to click on apply, which will apply the theme that you have selected. Now the theme is applied. If you want to change the theme, you can change it from here. You can use the explore theme option. Now, once you have done that, you have to click on store preview. This is a store owner preview. This is admin preview. This is not visible to general public. It is only visible to you. So this is how your online store is appearing at the moment. Now here, using this store preview, you will be able to do 2 things. One is you will be able to upload the banners, and second is to customize the color scheme. To customize the color scheme, you can click on this blue yellow dot and it will open this overlay. So here you can see the text color is white and the background color is green. So we want to change it to, let's say, blue. You can do that. Or if there's a specific color that you would want to type. So let me also show you that. I want to use this red, so I can copy and paste it like this. So very easily you'll be able to customize the color scheme as per your requirement. Let's go back. I haven't shown you. All right. So that is one thing that you can do. The second thing is uploading banner. To upload the banner, you have to click on the placeholder and then click here and then select the banner. I will try to upload something from the images or the visuals that I have. I'm not sure if they will fit in, but let's try to upload them. At least you will understand the process. So this is the desktop image. This is the, sorry, the mobile image. And we can also customize the text, etc. here using these options. We can change the color, etc. And we can also add a link here. And whenever you're uploading a banner, please don't forget to add a link. Otherwise, we are losing on the opportunity because instinctively, when we go to a website and we see a visual, it is our instinct to click on it. So people will be prompted to click on it. Now, if I click on it, it will take me to our product page, and that's where we can see the product, right? So please don't forget to do that. So we have added the banner. Let's go back. Yeah. So we are back. Now, the last thing that you have to do is to click on save and then click on publish. So your online store is completed. Now, the last thing that you have to do is in the left navigation, you will see there's an option which says Indian Business Portal. You have to click on that. which will open like this. This is where you'll see there is a form. It is a fairly simple form. You have to specify whether you're a FIO member or not. You have to input and verify your IEC number. You have to select what type of business it is, legal entity type, and then year of establishment, business operations, merchant, exporter, or manufacturer, exporter. If you're both, you can select both of them. MSME, export turnover of previous 3 years, countries you have already exported to. You can select multiple countries, countries you would like to export to, number of employees you have to upload your license or certificates. Then you have to specify the advantages or innovations. Basically, you are telling why someone should do business with you. And lastly, you have to specify what type of proposals you are interested in, and then you have to click on save. Once you have done this, then this option, which is submit request, will become active because we haven't done the GST verification, we haven't done the IEC verification, we haven't added all the details. That's why this is not becoming enabled. So I'll take you to another place and I'll show you the overlay. So this overlay will open up. So when you'll click on send request, this overlay will open up. On this overlay, there is this video. I will strongly recommend or request all of you to please watch this video. In this video, we have explained what are the issues or mistakes that can prevent you from being listed on Indian Business Portal, and how to fix those mistakes is also explained in the video. And here you have to just accept the terms and click on submit request because we haven't done the IC verification. That's why we'll not be able to do that. But in your case, that is the last thing that you have to do. Once you have submitted the request, our operations team will review your request within 2 to 3 working days. And once the request is reviewed and if everything is in order, your products will be listed on Indian Business Portal. In case there is an issue where you have made a mistake, they will reject your request specifying a reason, and then you can review it and rectify it and submit the request once again. All right. So this will be all from my side in today's webinar. I am going to turn off the screen share and we will break into the question answer round. So I'm sharing a few things with you in the chat. That's why I was not talking. So just allow me a few seconds. I can see in the chat, Mr. Gurdeep has written, I have a question. So Gurdeep ji, please add your question in the Q&A and I'll take that up. So I've shared my contact details and I am now sharing the contact details of our help desk. All right, so this is, I'm just taking up Gurdeep G's question. His question is, can we add or use our own domain, which is gs.com? Yes, certainly you'll be able to do that. That is possible. And if you need any help, please do reach out to us. And our team will help you out. So, Gurdeep, when you'll be creating the online store, when you're starting building it up, it will be on our subdomain, which is linker.store. But once it is ready, you can certainly take it live. Once it is completed, you can certainly take it live on your own domain. In fact, I'm not sure if you were there. I've shown a few examples wherein businesses are already using their own customer domains for the online stores. I have also shared the tutorial videos or links of tutorial videos in the chat. Please do uh, use them. You'll find them informative. Now, coming to the questions that we have in the Q&A. So how to sell GI products, what documents are needed? So I think this question is from Parikshit. So Parikshit ji, I am actually not an expert about GI certifications. There is a GI certification authority based out of Chennai. You can just Google and you should reach out to them. They'll be able to help you understand what type of documentation is required. Next question I can see is from Mr. Vikas, and he is facing an issue with the IC. So Vikas ji, I would request please drop an email to our help desk. I've just shared the contact details in the chat. It is very simple. It is info@fio.globalinker.com. I am sharing the email ID once again in the chat with everyone, and also sharing it with you through a private message. And you can also mark a CC. Please add your IC number and screenshot of the error that you are seeing, and we will look into it. Next question I can see in the Q&A is from a participant called Vux. And the question is, I'm an exporter, my catalog is not that extensive. And can we connect in person? Yes, certainly we can do that. Drop me an email. I've shared my email ID. I am again sharing it in the chat. I'm sharing it with you in person. Also, drop me an email ID and we'll schedule a meeting and we'll connect and discuss your requirement and your questions. And any one of you, if you would want to connect with me for a one-on-one session, please do feel free to reach out to me. All right, so that was the last question I can see in the Q&A. Any other question? Any more question? Or should we conclude the session for today? Now, I did mention that you are going to get the recording of today's webinar. Let me share the link as well, although we will be emailing you the recording, but I just thought of sharing it with you as we are all here. We'll just take a quick second. Otherwise, it is very easy. You can go to YouTube and search for Global Linker, and you'll find the recording there. Global Linker is the name of our YouTube channel. So I'm sharing the link of recording here. Next question, which I can see is from Mr. Faisal. Faisal, I would recommend please drop me an email with the link of your online store. Let me review it and let me share my observations. Sure. So, Faisal, I'm requesting, and Mr. Waks, also I'm requesting, please send me an email. I have shared my email ID. I am sharing it with you and Mr. Waks also. Please send me an email with the details and I will connect with you. And I will look into you. So for Faisal's question, I will review his online store. For Mr. Waks, please drop me an email with details of your export business, and if required, we'll connect for a one-on-one session. Perfect. So I think that is all. So we will conclude this session for today. Thank you everyone for your valuable time. I hope you found the session informative, and I look forward to meeting you again in one of the future webinars. Till then, bye-bye from my side for now, and have a wonderful evening ahead. Bye-bye.